between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short boot, taking it to 21.
Man, I'm not fucking playing with you, boy. Oh, shit. Man, shut the told you I had a game set up, man.
That was coming, nigga. See this nigga, yo. I don't know when we gonna play now. Said 20 minutes, but it's yay, nay, nothing. Then I say, yo, I'm about to get in the shower then. Now you're playing a whole nother fucking game.
But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
That was started another game. That's whole shit.
If he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
What you gonna do?
Man, nah, man. I'm about to go upstairs. That's shit I gotta do. I'm not trying to be sitting on this bitch waiting for a bum ass nigga.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And the key number on that play?
That's because somebody else shit bird.
Third down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On first down, this is Geis. Before he's brought down.
Nigga stupid.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Even in that league for a nigga.
Back-to-back big runs.
He garbage and shit.
On the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen,
yeah, what you want?
On the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
I'm playing Red Dead Redemption.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, you be VIP?
A nice hit. Charge the ball free.
Nah, I was down there on the 23. Could have tied it up with the overtime, but I went for it. Aaron Rodgers, bomb ass, overthrew it, man.
Stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage, because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion.
I can't believe this dumb nigga, man. This nigga with no fucking teeth really started another game.
That's going to be knocked away.
This nigga, man. We gotta find this nigga at, man.
Something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit.
Somebody might fuck up,
back
man.
on their heels.
He might shit third.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll go to the ground attack here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yo, who the fuck Mike is whistling like that?
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Damn, me cut your mic off here. What the fuck, man? Tom, cut your shit off, Tom.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
But it was dumbass nigga shit.
Deep for Hill.
Nigga, man. Over there in that weak ass lead.
One-handed.
Nigga, shit.
Pulled it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. Oh, it's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll check it down to Geis. Raider first down, 17 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now let's go! 319! 319! Gun!
Out of the gun now on third down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And it's only no... If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They go play action here on first down. They're going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Black 58 rail! Left, 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 left!
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, get 2 hands up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They go play fake. Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Geis. Room here to run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Intended that time for Cooper.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now, whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Green, 39. Detroit.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
first down. He'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Cooper was the intended target. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The defenders stayed home and stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Kevin Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Watkins, the intended receiver. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And that play will go nowhere. losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This is fielded at the goal line. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some space here. It's a foot race. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeAnthony Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken short. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
Hello? Hello? They only got paid up for how much?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Now let's go! 3-19!
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs at 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC, 48 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, check, Patriot.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And running with power here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Check, Patriot! Set! 319!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.